Fun. Welcome to Chicago, where even the river turns green. Okay, let's start with the basics. St. Patrick's Day in Chicago is officially the weirdest day of the year. On this day, you either wear something green or you get pinched by random strangers. Seriously, who even made up that rule? But you know what's even crazier? Every year, the Chicago authorities dye our river bright green. Yes, really green. It looks like someone poured 5,000 liters of liquid candy into it. My friends always freak out in excitement when they see this phenomenon, but personally, I find it slightly suspicious. I mean, they say the dye is harmless, but if I suddenly grow gills, I'll know who to blame. I decided not to just watch from afar, but to actually go and see how the city workers turn an ordinary river into an emerald stream. Grabbing my phone, I stood in the front row and started filming. It looked absolutely epic. Of course, I immediately posted the video on social media with the caption, "When your city turns into a magical leprechaun world." 2. Everyone is obsessed with leprechauns. As soon as March 17th arrives, the people of Chicago transform into green-obsessed fanatics. Everywhere you hear, "Are you going to the parade? Are you going to drink green milk? Did you see the river? It's so cool." This year, my best friend Emma simply couldn't pass up the chance to dress up as a leprechaun. She showed up at my house wearing a giant green hat, green knee-high socks.
Lizzie, you don't even have a green scarf. Do you want to get pinched?
I rolled my eyes, but of course threw on a random green t-shirt to avoid the city's weirdest torture tradition. We stepped outside, and I swear, Chicago looked like a leprechaun kingdom had taken over. People in green costumes, giant shamrock balloons, and guys in kilts playing bagpipes. And then the parade started. 3. The parade where I almost got crushed by balloons. If you've never been to a St. Patrick's Day parade, let me tell you, you're missing out. Imagine 100,000 people shouting, dancing, and throwing confetti everywhere. At one point, I was standing there, enjoying the fact that I hadn't been trampled yet, when suddenly a giant inflatable leprechaun crashed right into me. Turns out it was a guy carrying a bunch of balloons who hadn't noticed the actual human being standing in his way.
Oh, crap. Sorry. Are you alive?
He helped me up, and that's when I saw his face. He was about my age, with dark hair.
I'm Sean, by the way.
Lizzie, and thanks for making me look like a victim of a balloon apocalypse.
Well, at least it's better than drowning in the Green River.
4. Have you heard of St. Patrick's Purgatory? Turns out, Sean is a real Irish guy. He moved to Chicago a year ago and knew more about St. Patrick's Day than my entire class combined.
By the way, have you heard of St. Patrick's Purgatory?
He suddenly asked. What? Is that like a place where people are forced to drink green beer until they confess their sins?
No, it's a real place in Ireland. Legend says that if you go down into this cave, you can see what's waiting for you in the afterlife.
Okay, hold up. A cave that lets you see the future? That's way too cool to be real. But Sean looked so serious that for a second I actually thought, what if? 5. Ireland or just too many donuts? The next thing I remember, we were sitting in a cafe, eating green donuts, and I was saying something like, "What if we actually go there?" Sean grinned.
Who said it's impossible?
And then everything got blurry. I don't know if it was leprechaun magic or just my excitement over the holiday, but suddenly we were in Ireland. Yes, in actual Ireland. Zextestrasse, Patrick's Purgatory, or just a really weird dream. We were standing at the entrance of an ancient cave. Fog surrounded us. Old stones lay everywhere, and the silence was so eerie that it sent chills down my spine. Sean stepped inside while I hesitated.
Lizzie, are you coming?
Not sure. What if this really is purgatory?
Then maybe you'll see your fate.
Okay, now I definitely didn't want to go. But of course I did. Inside, it was creepy. Narrow walls, water dripping from the ceiling, and voices echoing in the distance. I swear I saw shadows moving along the walls. Suddenly, Sean disappeared, and up ahead I saw a figure. Sean? But the figure just turned toward me. And then, boom, 7. Wake up, Lizzie, you just fell asleep. I woke up in the same cafe. Emma was shaking my shoulders.
Lizzie, what's wrong with you?
Where Ireland? Where the Purgatory?
Did you eat too many green donuts and pass out?
I blinked. Everything around me was normal. Was it all just a dream? 8. Finale. Maybe next year? I grabbed my phone and checked my messages. There was one. From Sean. Sean. Well, at least you didn't drown in the Green River. Maybe next year we actually go to Ireland? I smirked. Maybe we should.